Howdy sports fans, welcome back to another video. What I've done here, I was scouting an area and I came across a cutover area that looks like about 6-8 years old. And I got thinking to myself, I wonder how many hunters, sportsmen, will pass these areas up to not even investigate them. I bet you over 90% of the people won't go into these jungles back here. And what's incredible, there is an incredible story to be told when you go inside one of these. Everyone is different. All of a sudden, there may be some openings. There is an incredible amount of bedding that takes place in these areas. And what I'm going to do, you're going to go with me inside one of these. Basically, because in the spring is the only time you have the best opportunity. You're not disrupting this. Because this is premier bedding area when you find these cutover areas at this age. The does love it. The subordinate bucks live in there, 4, 6 pointers. They get kicked out of the big areas. They hang out in there. And what you want to do is check all the outer areas of this to see where they're exiting or coming back in. And it's great hunting opportunities. To go inside of these, you want to do it in the spring so you don't disrupt their bedding all summer. Stay out then the rest of the year. Because you know if you're going to find any deer, they're going to be in here bedding. So that's why I'm doing this here. I don't know what takes place up in this area, but when I see a cutover, I'm going to go find out what was in this area last fall. Because typically, like I said, this is a magnet. These areas are magnets for bedding. They already have the lush grass that has taken over when they were cut over. The sunlight came in. So it's established. So there's food in there. There is woody stem count that is still going strong. And then there is bedding. And let me tell you, they feel content. Just from my own past experience, these deer, when they go into these areas to bed down, they are content. They really are. They just feel safe. I had a quick story. One of our 9-day gun seasons here in Wisconsin, I watched a huge, beautiful buck run into one of these areas. And I let him go for about 4 or 5 hours. And I thought, I have nothing to lose. I'm going in after him. And it was just, no, you can't help but be noisy. I'm just tripping over things. They're just really noisy. And I got halfway in there, midday. This buck gets up maybe 15 yards from me. Long story short, I put him right back down. He was going to let me pass him right up. He was that content in there. So the point is, gun season, yes, you can go through some of these areas. Bull hunting, the only luck I've had walking through these is a severe wind, very strong wind, and dedicated to a certain area itself that it's going to be, say it's going to be a strong west wind, whatever it may be that it takes to go through these areas where you're at. It is a situation where they can't even hear you then. And if you can, after they get a certain age, you can actually get a shot through some of those areas. But other than that, the best thing to do is check the outer areas of these areas. The perimeter around these are great because they have to come out in the evening and consequently go back in the mornings. So what we're going to do, we're going to stop right here. We're going to go inside of this one and just see what it has to offer for the future. And if it's worthwhile, then we'll take it from there. But for now, let's go in one of these and see what we have, okay? Okay, what we're going to do, let's take a walk along this edge here. I see a grove of pines back there. Let's see if that opens up in the middle of all this business. Let's go take a walk down through here, see what we have. Now remember, we're just along the edge here, just walking along, just to see what's available. Well, it don't take long, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Holy crumps. You'll see in a little bit here. Look at here. We got one working the edge here. Just a slight trail. Look at here. See how they enter? I'll quick show you this one. Look at how he's entering into there. See where he's going through? Let's come back out. Here's one that'll get you going. Boy, we aren't in 100 yards. Holy crap, look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that maple he's taken on. Wow. Boy, oh boy. Look at all the way up. All the way up. Man, oh man, look at the size of that. Boy, it didn't take long, did it? Well, what does that tell you? This area is showing some promise right off the bat. See, now we're just skirting the edge. See, there's your jungle. See, he's following through here. Let's get up in those pines and see what's going on up in that area. Okay, we're in this little grove of pines. Now see, you wouldn't see this from the road. You wouldn't know that this opening is here. Look at, we're completely surrounded by that cutover. This is just in the middle of it. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Totally surrounded. And look at this nice little opening. Look at this trail. Going right on through here. He's heading right on through. Let's take it for a little bit and see what it develops here. Bedding. All bedding up in here. There's a bed over there. See what I mean? How peaceful it is? They have it so nice here. Nobody sees them. Look at this. Totally surrounded. There's a bed right there. I know it's hard to tell, guys. There's one right there. Let's take this. Look at this trail. See what he's doing? Now he's heading out for the evening. He's going down through here. See this trail? Pretty thick so through here. There's old historical rubs right here. Look how they're using this. Goes right on through. See, let's see where it takes us. See, you never know what you're going to find when you go through these. And this growth is old enough to where you can actually penetrate through it. See how defined that trail is? Look at that. Right on through. Look at this. And then it opens up. There's your woods, open woods up in that area. Now see up in that area, if you guys are tree hunters, there you go. You can take your pick up there. That's over on the east side. So you get a good strong northwest, west wind. You could have a great spot over there. Now see what happens in the middle? Look at this old lane where they had to get the logs out. See, you'd never see this. You could never see this from on the outside. I keep saying that. Look at this trail. I mean, this is quite a few years now, and look what they're doing. They're still using this. Somebody ticked it there. See, I'm on this trail yet. Just coming out. See, there are some are coming back already. That looks pretty fresh. Look at through here. Look at back there. See, so they're coming through here. You know, if you've ever hunted one of these areas in the evening on a crispy, cold night towards a rut, you can't believe the noise that you will hear inside one of these cutovers. Man, these bucks are just rooting out all the does as much as they can. And it's constant circles. All they do is just go around circles in here, just pushing them. It's really great to hear. Let's just take this up here a little ways yet. See, he's just going right along here. But look at, right in the middle of everything. Nobody sees him. Totally content. Here's some old ones. Fresh. Whoops. Boy, it's brushy, so watch it, guy. It's fresh. this last fall. He was in here. So will he come back? We hope so. But see, that's what you have to find. You have to go into these areas and just root it around and see what you got. But springtime's the best time to do this, guys. Okay, we're going to swing through here. Well, this is what it looks like right in the middle of it. You're right in it now. But see, if you notice, here's a little faint trail. We're going to take this trail. This is what he sees as he's going through it. Right here. Hold on to your hat. We're going through. But see, you can't do this when the leaves are on the trees. It's a little too thick. Here's what I'm getting at. Sorry, but that's what it's going to be like here. So follow along. Look there. See, this is a trail that he using. And now look at the security. He's just passing through. We're going to take this and see where it comes out. We have to. That's what I'm getting at. He pushes them all fall like this during the rut. He's in and out of here all the time. Now, I like to see where this, if there is a mature buck, where is he living? A lot of times, like I said, generally they don't live up on here too much until during the rut. They live more of a solitude life. 6-pointers, forks, they stay up in this area. But this guy's, he's busy. Mature buck like this, he's busy during the rut. Back and forth, back and forth. We're still on his trail the way it looks. Let's see. Yeah. There's one there. There's one over there. Yeah, we're on his trail. Let's get back on here. This is why people don't go through here. They don't understand it. But in the spring, it tells you a whole story of what's happening in here. At least it tells me that there's some deer in this area. And it's not that big of a cutover. That's what's nice about it. Now look at it, starting to open up. Look at this. Just a one little, doesn't take much. Just a little opening. Look at that. You know what I'm starting to see? Very steep hill. It drops off down below. We're going to go take a look. But look at here. Look at this bed. Hair. Hair. See how quiet he's got it? He's been here all this time. Comes through here. Look at it. Completely surrounded. Nobody bothers him. He's got trails leading out of here. And what's interesting, this drops off. I see that right now. See, he's got a faint trail dropping down through here. See all the raspberries, blackberries? Got all the food they want here. Look at this trail. We're coming down. Where is this taking us? Pretty rough viewing, I bet, but there's a bottom down there. And then it goes back up into the hills. You can see it over there. There is a bottom down through here. See this trail? Look at this trail going right on down. Look at that. This is what he's doing. He's probably getting his water down here. I know one thing. A lot of mature ones, I've had good luck down in these bottoms. They just bed down here most of the rest of the season. Let's go down there and see. Okay, I'm halfway down the hill. And look at that bottom. Sphagnum moss. Mossy bottom of a spruce swamp. Oh, those are great. Those are great. And look at how he's running this trail right along the edge of it. See, this is stuff you don't know. You never would have known walking by that cutover area off of an old logging road. Never would know this goes on. Well, we got more to explore right now. We have to go check out that bottom. See if anything's been down there last fall. Because I've had good luck with big guys laying down in those bottoms right down through there. We came down from up there. There's our cutover where we were, up in that area. It came down in this mossy, wet bottom. They love laying in here. I'll tell you a story a while back at midday. You want a little tip? You take these areas during the midday, mid-October, let's say. You come down here with your bow and get a good wind coming in your face, and these deer, these bucks will lay in this moss. It's almost like a nice wet mattress to them. And I did that one day, and 20 yards away, I see these antlers laying there. I got close enough, he just stood up. It was a beautiful shot, but I opted to leave him go. It was about a good 6-pointer. He was only a year and a half, 2 years old, 2.5 years old. I didn't need the venison at the time, and I just thought this was great. And he just sort of walked off. But that's one time you can really pursue these. Midday, a hot day when they're laying down here in this nice, cool moss. Get a good wind so they can't hear you, and you got something going. Let's see what else we got here. I see a rub over there. So he's down here. I mean, as far as a shooter buck, my chances would be down here if I'm good. But the point is, you can't really, I'll tell you something. I wouldn't push being down in these areas, hunting it right here. You know yourself, common sense. These are bedding areas. You know, get on the outskirts of where these guys are going. Catch them in the evening going out or in the morning coming back in. But don't mess with this. I've seen it time and time again. You'll go through an area that was populated of some sort. You'll see old stands right in the middle of it where they bed. You know, it just, to me, that's just my personal opinion. If you can do a better job of it, hey, have at it. But personally, all these areas that I'm showing you here, I stay out of here. Unless those extremities take place, like I said, a warm day, laying down here midday. If you don't care about that bottom, that you're not going to hunt it again or something like that, why not try it? But if I know I'm going to hunt this area, I'm going to leave this alone. Because right now it's showing that there's a shooter down here. Let's take a look. Isn't that cool? It's peaceful, quiet, nobody bothers. Now see, there again, you would not know this was up there just by taking a walk on an old logging road. Look at this trail. Trail goes all the way through, all the way up. See? And it takes it right up into that cutover. See? Yeah, they lay down here. Let's see what else we have. I always think there's going to be a moose standing there looking at me. Just looking for every sign. I'm trying to figure out now where he's going. It's just one big bottom. It's totally surrounded. I don't know if you could tell, but up there is open hills. They weren't cut over in that area. But then over in that area, up above, is where we were at in the cutover. Seems like somewhat of a defined trail through here. Let's take it and see. I think I see something up there. Let's take a look. It's just starting to thaw out. I can tell right now. We're finally getting spring up here. See how this is? Yeah, look at here. He's riding this edge along this cutover. I noticed that much. He's not hanging over, common sense, he's not hanging over in that open popple area up on the hills up there. He's riding this edge. Hey, he's here. Or he was here, I should say, last fall. Yeah, no, there's the trail where he's heading right up. See that rub right there? He's going up. He can exit anywhere he wants. But there's got to be a main point through here. It bothers me. I got to find out where the pinch point would become. So what he's doing, he's steadily going along through here. This is his. Nobody messes with him. That's what I'm saying. The younger bucks, they're up on top. This guy goes up there when he needs to. But it's nice and cool. wet. Now, there again, there's water in here in the summer. Just a little bit, enough for them to get a drink. Look at this. We're on his trail. Okay, he's leaving his marks, probably on a daily basis as he goes through here. But if you notice what I'm getting at, I'm trying to follow. I can see way at the end where this thing terminates, this bottom terminates. And hopefully we're doing the same thing that he's doing. We've got to think like him now. He's heading along. He's going to enter out of the woods over there, or exit, I should say. Well, guys, we're getting towards the end. I can see it. And consequently, I'm starting to see more sign, too. He's hanging around here. See, there's the cutover up there. He's working all this over. So we're getting closer to where we can pin him down a little bit, especially in the evenings. Pretty rough walking through here. Bear with me. Bumpy. Trying to find where the exact, where he would terminate through here. No, not through here. We're going to go up through there and see what happens. Okay, we ended right here at this area where I was showing you just now. But I noticed I turned around and I happened to see this. Okay? And look at this. That went into it right there. We're at the end of it right here. And look at this trail. Look at how they come together right here. See this Y? There's where he's heading out. So this is one exit point right here. And what you want to do, excuse me, you're going to have to be up in that area up there. We'd have to scout that later to see how to exactly hunt this, because he's going right up into that cutover area. But this is one of his trails. We're going to see if there's any others. Okay, we're still in the bottom here. I showed you that one trail that exited into the cutover, which is up on a hill there. I kept going along this marsh just a little bit. I mean, this bog down here, just to see if he continued on also to another exit point, according to the wind. He might have a different place. And I noticed this. See, so he's still got different areas down here that he's running. Boy, he rules it. This is his. I'll tell you right now. Look it up there. Another signpost. This one's pretty obvious here where he's entered. He wants to enter this open woods for some reason. Because there, up there, is the end of the cutover also. That's mature woods over there. So we had that one exit trail that went up into the cutover. And over here, he's taking this all the way to the end for some reason. We'll have to find out, I guess. See? Talk about a defined trail. Look at that. Right on through. But there again, I would not mess with this. I'd get up in those hills up there and wait. Behind us is west. So you want to get up here. We're heading towards the east, northeast area. You want to get a good west wind and stay up in that area. See, he's still just sort of marking as he goes through the time. I'll be darned. Let's just keep going. Well, this is it, guys. We're at the end. Total end. And he had an exit out of this area heading into a more of a northwest area here. The last one we showed you, he was going up in that cutover. Now if you noticed, this is the end. This is the closest I would come to hunting it, is right at the end here, because that little sphagnum moss bottom goes all the way through there. And as you notice, as we walk through there, he covers that whole area. This is the complete end right here. And it would be a great site for ambushing him right in this area. Because there's your hills, just mature woods. He's coming along. Yeah, see, he even had, a couple little rubs as he's going back in, what have you. But this is the end. Now, this you could hunt because you're coming in off that woods. You're very quiet about it. You're not disturbing him down here. This would be a great evening spot right through here somewhere. Get a west wind blowing you over in that area. He's going up in these hills is what he's doing. So this is somewhere different now. See, because up there we got that area and we got mature woods. Okay. And you could barely see, and there's our cutover that we walked through and where he was going up. Now here's one section of mature woods that they left. And here's a rub. Okay. So, you can't settle in on one and say that's it. You can't give up. So now you have another alternative here, according to the wind. Actually, a southwest wind would be perfect. That'd be blowing right up in that area. I'll tell you what, we're going to go up these hills. We have to find out why he's going up in that area. Okay? He's heading up. Okay, guys, we're halfway up the hill. That's where we were. There was your bottom down there. He was coming through there. And look at this trail. I found it now. See this trail? Coming right up. And he's heading up. He's going right up in the area. I don't know what's up in here, but we're going to see. Look at this. Oh my gosh, another cutover. Well, give me a break. Holy crumps. No wonder he's bouncing back for. He's catching those going from one to the other. Oh, that's great. You couldn't write this any better. Now see, there's your woods. Goes round, loops around the whole thing. You can see the bottom. Cut over there where we were walking. And look at this little cutover area, just hiding back here. Little sections. Oh man, this is great. Look at how he worked it over. Look at here. This is what he's doing. He's coming up on top here. Definitely a place to hunt in this corner. Definitely. Look at this. Who would have guessed? Look at that. I bet he's pretty nice. Here's his trail. I see he's up on top. There's your whole bottom where we were, guys. Right up there. Look at these trails through here now. See? And it's running all the way around to that other cutover. All up in area. But he's going through this. First, he's got to go through this little mature area here. Well, he's pretty well laying out the carpet for us. Look at here. Whoops. Brushy. Look at there. He's laying it out for us. What more do you want? Oh my gosh. Well, this goes on and now. See, once you get up here, you're just going to disappear into it. You got to stay close. You got to get down as close as you can to that area without disturbing it. But see, the point is, you can come up there. All you got to do is find your access point. Up in that area, I would think, basically, if I remember, we came from that area, all up in there. We started out filming and walking all through there. So if I could find my way out of here, you could come right back through this area. See how thick? But this is this trail. Kinds of crap, boy. This is excellent. Look at that. I'll just turn around one more time. See, and there's a, look at what he's doing, he's coming up perpendicular to these doe trails. There's a trail going through there too. They're just riding back and forth through these cutovers. And he's just catching them as they go through. He's probably riding back and forth once he wakes up in the evening. Gosh, is this nice. Look at here. Look at this trail. It is so defined. Look at that. Holy crap. And this is up in the middle of nowhere. Who would believe this all goes on? See, that's what I'm always getting at in my videos. You can't believe what's here. All you got to do is dissect it. You got to get into it. Forget about how many thousands of acres there are. Get into that small little niche and see what's going on. See, they're starting to come back. There's some tracks in it. They're finally coming back to their core areas for the summer now. That's why I'm out here right now. It's great. The snow finally melted and you can have a ball doing this before the leaves get on the trees. Okay. Well, I think I saw enough of what I want to see. And now if I'm interested in the fall, I will come back into this area. See, it opens up into mature woods. You can see it. So he just ventures over there, and he's eventually, I would assume, cutting over to that area where that cutover is that we started on, way over there. See? He just bounces back and forth. So this woods would be live. You could take your pick here. I have a ghillie suit, so I can just bury into some of this brush. Guys with tree stands, well, you can take your pick here. But it gets thick. If you notice, there's brush. So you got to have little openings. But he's coming out of that bottom. He's going right up in that area. He's staging in around here. And then he's coming through here, this area. Well, that's about it for today. You know, it's so funny. How long did that really take? Not a couple hours? Just to scout one area. That's all it takes. Just to get in there. Don't be afraid of them. They look at these cutovers and they just panic and say, I'm not going, there's no use. But look what we found. That's why I wanted to take you with. I know it's tough filming through some of those areas, but all I'm trying to point out is by going through look at how much influence those little cutover areas have. Now, especially when you get these that are grown up a bit like that, 6, 7, 8 years old, these deer can penetrate through there. The bucks can penetrate through with their antlers. They're more comfortable. Look at the bedding we saw. You know, they're in here. And now on top of that, who would have guessed that we had this bog down in the bottom? Nice sphagnum moss bog. They bed down there. Those big guys love laying down there, especially when they got their heavy coats in early fall and it gets warm. They just lay down there and look at, he can work in any direction he wants. He can go up to that one. He can go over here. It's just an example of just nosing around a little bit. And I think this is really going to be a successful area. We'll have to watch it and see. But I think you can agree that we're at the end here to where you would probably begin to hunt it. I would leave that goal that's down below there. Don't mess with it. And this is the first place you can really start investigating it. So let's leave this alone, and maybe this fall I'll come back here and I'll show you what we come up with, okay? So thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. Take care.